Nation!
My name is Eunice.
My name is Wango.
Shiro Madenge.
Bagari.
4 moms sharing our motherhood experiences. Welcome to Mum Nation. Hey, welcome to another episode of Mum Nation. My name is Shiro.
My name is Eunice.
My name is Wango.
I am Bagari.
Hey, people are serious today. People are not for smiles.
I know. We're smiling. We're smiling inside.
They're smiling inside. Okay, cool. So today we want to talk about intentional parenting. What is intentional parenting? What does it look like? If it was a picture, what it would look like? Yeah. Women, ladies, what is intentional parenting?
What would it look like? It looks like doing things that you do not necessarily want to do or have time to do, but you create the time to do them. Like if your kids want to go, like where? If you want to go, they want you to join them in trampoline jumping. Whether it's very fun. Then you know that's like I don't know whether that's intentional, but you're just spending time with your kids doing stuff that they want to do, not necessarily that you want to do. Yeah.
It looks like being on purpose, like things are planned, like you're purposeful about your style of parenting.
No, purposeful.
But isn't that how we are supposed to be anyway as parents?
Okay, so when did this
It's not
intentional?
so obvious.
Why did this word intentional parenting come up? Yeah, and against what? So if we were to compare how we were parented, do we think that was intentional?
I would say it comes up with a statement of some people were raised and some people grew up. So if you're raised, someone was intentional about what you think, teaching you about thoughts, teaching you about yourself, values, because growing up, adding the years, we shall all add the years.
We'll grow up.
Yes. So some people grew up and some people were raised.
That's a good point. Were you raised or were you brought up?
Or are you raising or are you
Yeah,
children?
now and now that we are flipping the conversation because we are the ones parenting.
Yeah.
Are we raising or are we
Letting them grow up.
Eh?
Or are they growing up?
Or are they growing up? Okay, that's an interesting perspective.
That is so complicated.
So this whole CBC maneno, and I know that parents, you feel me because CBC is a lot of work. It's a lot. I feel like because I never did I do homework with my parents. I don't remember my parents doing. I don't remember doing homework with my folks. I think they just used to know.
Doing math.
Things that were hard. Things that were
I was taken
hard.
to boarding school so that I can do it with the teachers.
In primary school, you're in boarding school.
I went to boarding in class 4.
Wow.
Tell mom you love her.
Tell your mom you love her.
Yeah, but even you
She
hear,
did her best with the
circumstances.
with her set of circumstances. She did amazing.
Okay, so now that we've identified that there's raising. Are we raising? Are you raising your children or are they growing up? So what does growing up look like? Like is it passive? What does that look like? That you just grow up, like every year you celebrate your birthday and years just keep adding up?
How do I know that I'm raising my children and
they're not growing up?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think first you can judge any parent with whichever. Everyone is doing their best with the set of circumstances they have. I feel like the intentional parenting comes in raising the children. You know, like you said, CBC. There's still people who, the other day we got a request to come with hot dogs. I was like, hata mimi CBC mumezidi.
Hot dogs. For what?
Okay, our school was having, it's not a CBC thing. I'm just putting it was the same week as Scarecrow. So I was putting it in the same conversation. However, maybe the school I go to, they know everyone can afford a hot dog. There's another school that can't afford a hot dog. In the same sense, there's a parent who took their time to make the Scarecrow. I used Scarecrow because it was trending. There's a parent who took the time to make a Scarecrow, and there's a parent who didn't. You get? So I feel like intentional parenting and raising children is going, like, are you learning, like...
Going beyond your comfort zone.
or just
As a
learning
parent.
even about parenting. Like
Yeah.
there's parenting books. Are we reading those? That's for me, that's a sign of I'm being intentional about how to raise. Like I know they will grow up and we will grow up and that's my best. But intentionality takes me as one go to the next step. What can I do better? Am I understanding my two children are two different personalities? What am I doing for the sanguine? What am I doing with the introverts? Am I dating them separately? Do we have a dates where I go with my firstborn and then go with my secondborn? Or just because they're girls, we all do the same things? Am I learning, also we were brought up knowing our parents to know everything, but like my mother today has never been a parent to a 30 many years old me, so she's also growing and learning and being a new mother every day as I change my ears, as I change my personality, as I grow. So I think intentional parenting for me has had, when I decided to be an intentional parent, it sent me back to school of parenting. There's the one you learn online. There's the one I'm intentional to attend a parenting class. There's the one I'm intentional to read books on parenting, how to parent a teen, how to be like you're always finding a space to learn, to get more knowledge about parenting. And then now practicing. There's also the going to school on it, and then there's a practicing the things you learn at school.
Yeah, and I think that was the purpose of the government in introducing CBC, because I think they noticed that a lot of us parents had left that parenting to the teachers, to the schools to do. So they want you as the parent, the mother, the father, to be participant in this.
Oh, really?
Yes.
It was not because we are at a different time and 844 was for cramming and now we need people to think.
But that is how it got there. I did 844, but you see, like we still did the crafts and everything.
Yeah,
all
we
those
did
things
the art and crafts.
We did all
and
those things. We did the music
booties.
and whatever. But soon it became more academic than practical. And when it became academic, then it's left to the professionals, which is who is the teacher. So the teachers were doing more of the work, and you find like children. Now children were detached from the parents. So, and then the society, they noticed how the society was changing. Now with you see, like they go to school, they grow up, and they are released into the society. So, and then the society was changing. So the government saw, apana, here, parents need to participate more. They need to parent. They realize these children are behaving a certain way, and one of the reasons is because they have not been parented.
Yeah, they're not.
So
they've been.
there was a lack of discipline.
Yeah, there was a lot of things. So
So
you
that
need,
was
you as a parent need to be participant in their lives. Yeah, but they can only do that part of the school lives. Then
Wait, can I just to add? Sorry to interrupt you, but it has just come to me that now CBC is forcing us now to do those
To learn.
to do those projects
Yeah.
with our children. So guess what? YouTube is your friend.
Yeah.
But they're also annoying to some extent.
Yeah, but you see, like now for me, let me tell you, I cannot draw this cup to save my life. But here is my child has been sent home with his scrapbook. You go and draw. I don't know what. Stick it. Thank God for their father. He's very good at those kind of things. So we are like, okay, Jesse has been told to do this. Okay, you get the manila paper. Get this. Then we will come and do it, and he will do it with them. And then also they could be told, like that one when they're told, you boil water, you go
Make
to the
a
kitchen,
filter.
make a. The kitchen ones I will do, but these other ones I can't. And and that's what I understand when you're saying it's annoying because sometimes you just don't know.
But you see, also I think
Are we
also the
digressing?
perspective is that you're also learning how to make these things, and you're
Yeah.
also spending time
with them,
this child,
which is the intention.
and also by spending time with them, then we also get to know what they like, what their talents are. You know, those ones of, okay, this one he likes playing, he likes TV, but you don't know deeper than that.
Yeah, but you see
And
also
especially-
as parents, we are also very busy. We had become very busy because we are chasing career. We are also trying to provide for these children so that they have a better life, like more than we did. I had a situation where my nephews had come to visit, my nephews, my nieces. Then that week I was on leave. I took the week off. I was on leave. So would sit every evening, would do a Bible story or would read a children's story, would sing, would have, I make sure we're baking because me, I'm good with the kitchen. So we'd do things in the kitchen and all. So one of my nephews, he was just quietly doing all these things. And it's like he was observing. He's my son's age. So when he went back home, he told the mother everything. Then the mother called me. She was like, Eunice, what were you people doing? I'm like, what do you mean? What time do you have to say stories? What time do you have to read stories? Like, how often do you read these stories? She's like, at what time? Mimi natokanga kama wao watoto bado wamelala. I come back when they're asleep, especially if it's a school night. I'm like, you see now there, that's what it is. You have to be intentional. Even if you can't do it every day, if you can't do it during the week, then do it over the weekend.
Yeah.
You need to spend time. So you see, her son went and told her, Mom, Auntie Eunice says we're doing this, and why don't you do this?
Yeah.
My niece went and told the mother, you're so boring. You don't even bake cakes.
Wow.
You don't even. So she called me.
Eunice, you caused
I'm sorry.
trouble.
No,
So we are not bringing our children to your house. We'll be called boring.
You will bring them. So she called me. She was like,
Meanwhile, my children enjoy where they're chill.
yeah.
Because now their mother also is like Eunice.
Yeah. So the mother called me like, Eunice, my children are saying I'm boring because I don't bake cupcakes. I don't make sausage rolls. Ebufa send me the recipes. So you see, for her, she took it positively. She started doing the things.
Yeah.
So now she does things with her daughters. So
But you see also what COVID has taught us is that we need to prioritize
The things that are important.
things that are important to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And create time for those priorities.
Yeah.
We have realized there's a lot of time that you've been wasting.
Yeah.
And so we need to maximize our time with the people that
But I don't think you're
love.
wasting the time. You are probably using the time in something else. But you don't remember that time with your children is also as important.
Yeah.
You
So now
prioritize something else.
So now you see, now wasting, for example, I come from work, I'm having my cup of tea, I'm taking my me time. My me time is I'm on IG, for example. I will be there for 1.5 hours. Instead
And then
of
it's time to sleep.
yeah, then it's time to
then
sleep.
you chase them to bed.
Yeah, then you chase them to bed. You see, so in that yes, I can take 1 hour and take 30 minutes of that 1.5 hours to spend time with the children, even take them to bed. Let's brush our teeth. Let's tell a story. Yeah, and go to bed. Just find out even how your children's day has been.
So just to recap, we've said a lot of things. So intentional parenting is going over and above. It's doing more to be able to parent to raise your children, to instill in them values and things like that.
Principles, yeah.
But that is what the Bible expects of us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not above and beyond.
Yeah, it's not above and beyond.
It's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
It's just that it's a lot of work, guys.
No, it is.
What is a lot of work?
Because
Parenting is a lot of work.
parenting is
work.
a lot of
Parenting
work.
is work.
Yeah.
And then putting intentionality back to our growing up and raising. It's like if you go to a shamba. See, if you scatter beans, see, they will grow up. They will
grow.
They will become big. But the ones that were raised, you'll see the farmer takes their time.
Has put fertilizer.
There are no weeds. They're also beautiful
Yeah.
to look at, just like literally.
Yeah.
A flower bush, the one that's tended and the one that's not.
The wild one.
Yeah,
Of course,
it will be
difference.
wild.
There's a big
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
So then this whole
I had
tagging.
a point with everything we've said. I think we should appreciate we're speaking from privilege, even back to CBC. There are parents who, and the other day we were discussing it, and I was wondering, minus the financial aspect of CBC, there are people who don't have the time. Fine, my child is in Toy Primary School, it's free, or I pay a certain time. I work in industrial area, both of us, me and the father, work in industrial. So ni asubuhi kuamka, kupiga mguu, hadi inda, we get our kibarua for the day and back, and that's our life. That parent has no time to come and sit with their child to make scarecrows. Life is already scary now.
But Wango, that's the thing. Your first priority is your child.
Not to some people.
Not to
No,
some
but
people.
it should be.
No.
It should be to your child.
No, I think no.
Really.
I think everybody's priority is their child.
Yes.
And so now this person who's going to work Monday to Sunday,
They're prioritizing their child.
Their
That's why they're going
priority
to
is
school.
trying to get
Food on the
Food
table.
on the
Food on the table.
And that's why they're doing
so they're
that.
prioritizing their child.
For sure, I agree.
It's just
Everyone's-
that everybody's
yeah.
prioritizing
Yeah.
their children. It's
just
just how we are
circumstances,
prioritizing.
yeah.
And then circumstances.
And then
exactly.
remember, motherhood looks different for everyone. I
Yeah,
keep
it
saying
does. It
that
does.
every mom is doing their best. Apart from when they are mentally ill or something,
Yeah.
no
Even
one
them,
brings. Even them,
They're doing their best.
they're
Yeah,
doing
they're
their
doing their
best
best.
within their circumstances.
Yeah.
So it's not. It can't be. It's the same school education, but some people will grow up, and others will be raised. So we are
So-
here to bring back the conversation to how are we raising, or what can we do, even with everything stretched from time. Like now,
Yes.
your whatever. She's a great mom.
Yes,
she
she's-
just
yeah.
didn't think I can make the time
Yeah.
to actually do.
Yeah.
One,
You
two,
know,
three things.
Yeah.
to actually do one,
Yeah.
2, 3. Where, and it's a genuine question because it might not even be IG. It just might be a stressful boss at work, and then you come home, a stressful season in your life. You actually only have the grace to eat and go to bed because tomorrow you're waking up to do the same thing because your children are your priority. You
Yeah.
get because the priority is that you have food and a good school, and sometimes that's why you find parents going to taking their children to boarding school or
boarding
taking their
school
children
because
to
they can't deal.
Yeah.
expensive schools. They're like, I have the money, what
Just
can
do
I
it.
do with?
Yeah, but the thing is, I would want to bring up something around. Well, is it privilege? Really, I think it's we all have the same responsibility. Yeah, as parents, we all have the same responsibility. Bring up the child in a ways that they will not forget it, and that's from the Christian background. That's okay. But I'm assuming across all, if you have a child, your job is to nurture the child. And, based on also your aspirations as a parent, you want them to be able to be fit within the society. Yes. We want them to be able to, go to the kiosk, ask for this, to be courteous with people, do all of these things, to be kind to humans, to be helpful, to be all of these things that we, like the poster child, even though we know that a poster child does not exist, right? We have these things that we want for our kids. So I guess even the woman who, in the rural areas, in that parenting, you see the way their life is simple. I would assume it's simple. Yeah. Maybe she wakes up, she goes to the shamba in the morning, she tills the land, she comes in the morning, she makes breakfast, takes the kids to school. Yeah. So it is intentional parenting in that way now. In fact, kids who are brought up in a simpler background, I think, have more opportunity to learn. Yeah, the more opportunity to learn.
Simpler, you mean simpler? Is it economic simpler or what simpler?
I think economic simpler. Well, is there economic simpler?
Economic, okay. When you say simpler, that's why I'm questioning.
So
because
like
I
a
think
rural setup, I
Okay.
would imagine is simpler.
Rural,
like a
not economic. Okay.
demographic setup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine it's simpler, and so the child has more opportunity to learn because there's very many things that he's doing by himself. Yeah, the mom has instructed him, go and cook lunch, go and do this. Your
hang the
sister,
towels.
go and pick up your sister from school, go and do this, make sure homework is done. And so a lot of kids in that setup grow up very fast.
Yeah.
They
Yes,
grow up,
they mature very
they mature
fast.
very
So
fast
fast.
because
And they become
responsibility,
independent.
they
Yes.
become very independent very fast. Yeah. So I guess on this other flip side of intentional parenting is so that's basic. See, we've all agreed we have a basic job.
Yeah.
So now, so maybe we should just remove intentional out of
just do
intention
parenting.
and just do parenting because
No, no.
that's
No,
what
no,
it
no,
is.
no.
Yeah.
No, it's
Because
intentional
even me going to work Monday to Monday, Monday to Monday, I'm not there for my children. I'm parenting in some way. See, I'll just come in the evening. If it's that dad who comes and everybody keeps quiet, everybody goes to bed, that's my parenting. If there is a discipline issue, it will be escalated to me to deal with. That's my parenting. That's just basic parenting. But intentional is making yourself
Purposely.
available.
Yeah.
It's making yourself available for your children.
And also,
For them.
in the place where you
Yes.
have multiple children, intentional parenting looks like parenting each child with their personality. Yeah. So I have a sanguine, extrovert, and then I have an ambivert.
Okay,
What is
just
an-
define.
what is
Just
an
define what
ambivert?
those are.
So my first, I'm not sure now that I think about it, but my first one is more sanguine.
What is
Define that.
Sanguine is an extrovert, more outgoing, more, those are some of the characteristics.
Your first one is you.
Yeah, to some extent. Then my second born, I'm doubting it in my head, because then again we'll go to places where I know people and then she's all quiet and chill. My second born is ambivert. Ambivert is you can be both, yeah? So she'll decide, she'll weigh you and decide. She's those people for, it's not me, it's what you gave me, I'm reacting to. Typical. Like if you don't greet her, she's okay. She moves on and she won't greet you and she won't disturb you. She won't even catch feelings. Like, you didn't want to greet me, and she goes on. Very self-entertaining. So learning, so even their choices of activities, this intentional parenting, one loves to swim and will go swimming. The other one will run with me and take me on a hike any day. So just doing stuff tailor-made to each child, you know. I wonder how parents with 8 would do, but power to you. May God's
It
grace.
was 8 children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But back to
But you know, also to add
first
to add to that point of yours, even I have 3. They are all different.
Yeah.
So even me, I'm challenged. You know the way Wango is talking of, we have a date with this one and this one. So I'm like, okay. So there is Monday to Sunday.
Sunday.
no.
No, in fact, no.
School
no,
holiday.
Prepare pressure.
No.
School
I'm trying to break
Monday
it
to
down.
Sunday.
No, let's be practical, yeah?
So-
once a month per child. It
Or once
doesn't
a week
matter.
per child.
Okay.
No,
So-
to be
so-
practical and to be fair about
Yeah.
life. If you've never done it,
Yeah.
if you've never started, don't start. That's why we fail. Just a minute, teacher. That's why we fail. You see, once 3 children, every person once a month. If it's Sunday morning, this Sunday morning, you're with your dad, me and G are going to do something G likes.
So what I wanted to do now is to now move to what intentional parenting
Looks like.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you said?
Yeah, no. See,
Yeah, so that's what she was trying
we've been
to-
defining a lot of what it is, what it's not, and now I want us to, even for our viewers, is to now just try to define what does this look like that they can take up as examples that they can incorporate into their everyday, into your everyday routines with your children. Yeah. So
Dating is one of them.
dating.
Dating
Yeah?
children and dating
Baking.
children, dating them within their
Within their-
level of interest.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and that's not why I was saying, if you've not done it, don't start with everything like once a week. Gosh, Monday to, if you have 3 children,
That was when
When
I
are
was
you
doing
work-
the math. I
No.
was like, Sasa, weekend ni Saturday.
Yeah.
Because Sunday
Sunday, church
is family
night,
day.
yeah.
You know, so everybody is
Together.
communion activity.
first of all, you can't even afford it because
Yeah.
Saturday asubuhi, Saturday lunchtime, Saturday, it will be too tiring
Yeah.
for the mother. However,
Yeah.
I think once a month per person,
So
you
doing
know.
something that the kid likes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me, I think also intentional parenting is structure. I feel like children really, every human thrives in structure. So when you have a plan, like this is what happens. The other day I learned about involving my children in my structure. You know, I know about it in the teams at work, with my teams at work. I know to involve people. It's part of life at Mum Nation. We have a structure, we're all involved. I didn't know that's my goal for life, and I was gonna ask you a question. Do you guys have a parenting goal? I also learned that the other day.
Wow.
What is my parenting goal? Yeah.
To bring them up.
To bring them, yeah.
To raise them.
To reach
To raise them in the way that they shall not forget.
Yes.
No, don't you think you have your personal goals?
And well.
So you have your body goals written down. You
Yes.
have your financial goals written down.
Yeah.
You have your life goals, even marriage goals written down. But we don't have a parenting goal.
But so
that's
I would
intentional.
I would say okay. That's
I
a
also
challenge.
learned, I was like,
That's
someone
a challenge.
asked us,
That's definitely
we
a
did
challenge.
transformational, transformation. So
Yeah.
they partnered with our school,
Yeah.
and shout out to our school, and they do a lot of these parenting things. And that the first, we've done a team building, we're done. Then they're like, okay, guys, share with me your parenting goal. It's like, ooh, I
Raise
have
them up.
financial goals. I have body goals.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't have a written list of parenting goals.
That's
Okay, and
interesting.
what for example is in this parenting goals?
It's the things you're saying,
Like
but
to
we
read
just,
a book
it's
every
like your
day.
prayers.
Yeah.
You know, like for
but
me,
just
one of
structure
them,
it. Yeah. Okay.
one of them was a big one for me is I'm trying to raise my children for the world. You know, how do you think? Like, God forbid I'm not there tomorrow. Auntie Kare can take my children and not think, this brat, what was Wango doing
What
with
was
this
all these
situation?
years?
All these years. You know,
I agree.
like they want to, they can live beyond
Yes.
me,
Yeah.
even at a
Yeah.
young age. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
so that's one goal. Your goal could be like, we do weekly activities, and that's your
And that's
intention.
your intention, yeah.
And through that, they learn a lot.
Yeah, they
Through,
do.
like for us, through our coloring, we do a coloring often. And one of the lessons we started with coloring, I love to color, they love to color, Tugi loves to color. And so that's one of our dates. We'll sit at the dining table and just color.
Yeah.
And one of the lessons we've learned that bites me in the bum is you look through your coloring book, you pick something you can finish. When you start,
You have to finish.
what shall we say? We are going for a 5-kilometer walk or run, and then at 3 I'm like, Mama, we go home. Mama, you said when you start?
We have to finish.
You have to finish.
Yeah, so it's something embedded in her when she's starting a game.
Yeah, you don't start something and
And you're not
finish. That is
finishing.
really
Well, that's
good.
fantastic because you see that's learning a lot of things. It's learning resilience. It's
Yes.
learning commitment to
Yes.
something that you're going to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
You're learning about all those meetings that you have in your head about
Yes.
okay, let's one step after
Yes.
another, one step after another. Okay, that's really cool. Are there any other things that we can? What is intentional parenting? So we have said dates. We've said having structure.
Having
Writing your
structure.
goals down as a mother. We have all these goals by the way as prayers. Don't feel pressure. All the prayers we pray for our children, those are goals. Just
Those are
write them down
goals, yeah.
because
Discipline.
then they will be measurable.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to discipline my child, am I that mother for nitakuchapa but hujai chapa mtu? So they know huyo ndo anasemanga tu. You know?
Okay. I'm learning.
Interesting.
Learning.
Yeah,
Learning.
Yeah.
So just
Even me, I
okay.
learned.
So even them the activities must be realistic,
Activities.
measurable,
Yeah.
So
smart,
goals.
smart goals.
Smart goals.
And start
Yeah.
where you are. Sometimes,
Exactly.
because even I remember even after some of the sessions, you go home feeling like, oh, and then the next
It
one,
was not too bad.
the next one finds you Jawaianza because your goals were unrealistic.
Yeah,
they are not
it's
smart. So if you only have 3 months and I have only 1,000 bob to spare, imagine even just taking a walk, buying miwa, talking to this child, miwa for 20 bob is a date.
It's true.
Let's not. Sometimes we
Or even make the food, bake a cake together.
Yeah.
Explore their interests, making food
Garden
together.
together.
coloring,
Yeah.
drawing,
But
anything.
also one thing that has come to mind is part of intentional parenting is admitting that you're human. Kama hujui,
Yes.
How do we?
imagine
You don't know.
I don't know what this means. Because you know, children ask you very hard questions.
Yeah.
And really, you don't know. So you're like, okay, so imagine I don't know. What are we going to do? Where do we start looking for that information?
Okay, my daughter
And
listens.
also, it also means that you don't know and that you can be vulnerable.
Yes. It's important to be vulnerable to
Yes.
your children.
If you
To
say,
some
like,
extent.
one of the things that we do before we go to bed is to say, okay, just ask how was your day? What was the good thing? One thing what that was good about your day, one thing that was bad about your day. So there's this time, I just share. I'm like, today was a good day because I did 1, 2, 3. Today was a bad day because I was frustrated. I did, this happened. And then they're like, okay, mom, we'll pray about it.
Yes.
You see? And then they actually ask you,
The
how did
follow-up.
it go?
Yeah.
Or,
They follow up.
They
Yeah.
follow up.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like, mom, how did...
But I've also found
In
that
addition, Sitoshe, to the things that she's already doing.
I know. I've found
That's really cool.
I found this thing of telling your children you don't know so not only liberating to me as a mother, but we really bond over it. Of course, my last one always says, "Ask Google." I don't know who told her. Sometimes I have to tell her,
I must have
"Mama."
heard someone say.
No, because Google knows everything anyway. So I found it so liberating, especially because did you ever grow up and realize your folks didn't know?
They did know.
Parenting taught me that
they
my
were all
mother
number
had no
one.
idea.
No idea.
Yeah.
No,
They didn't
you know.
that they winged it.
Yeah.
It is winging.
Yes, they
it.
winged it.
We are winging
Actually,
it.
even
every
even
day.
us, we are winging it.
Yeah.
No, you won't wing it. If you're intentional, you're not winging it.
But you see,
Yeah,
there's
but
no
you see,
manual.
there's some time,
But
there's
there's
some
no
things
manual.
that
There's
you.
no manual,
Yeah,
yes.
and
But-
so you're also winging it, but
Yeah.
you're winging it more informed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's the word.
Because you see, like
Empower
now,
yourself.
if for your
You're
firstborn,
winging.
it will work. For the second born,
It might
like
not
apana,
work.
it's
Yeah,
not the
it's not-
same.
it's not the same.
So
True.
what? Now
What
you need to be
adjustments?
flexible
Yeah.
about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, this is a really cool topic. I think it's something that we can do another
Five.
another 5, 7. You know, we can continue talking about it. But you are doing enough as a parent. You are doing enough. So
Doing your best. Yeah.
yeah, you are doing your best, and congratulations even just for doing your best. And just look at your kids and see how you can show up for them in a way that you guys can be able to have a conversation. You know, it's so cool when I see a kid and their parent and they're just high-fiving, they're walking and they're having conversation for days, and I find that really, really interesting. So even if it's something small, you can Google around intentional parenting to find out what more you can do within your own space, even without a budget, by the way. So I'm going to wind this up. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and tell us how you are doing your intentional parenting. Cool. Bye, people.
Bye.